Bonjour, Kinamagian and Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to this overview of our Week 4 learning plan and announcements. We'll begin today's episode back in our stream page. The stream page is for students and guardians alike. It will have most recent newsletters, SCA newsletters, information about what we're learning this week, including these videos, and other important information. This is not the only source for them, but it's a good one. And it's accessible via Google Chrome if you have a device at home, or if you have a smartphone, you can download Google Classroom, and each of our students have their own @psychchipschool.net emails. That would be the Gmail to use and access it, even if you don't have a Chromebook or a laptop at home. Students will also be interested in our Zoom links. You can see that we put up the learning plans. This is week 3, so that'll be coming down later today after I upload week 4. You have some of the assignments. For Writing City, students have it pretty easy. All of these links are going to take you to the same spot. And then once they, let's show you what it looks like. Click on it. I'm going to sign in as a student. Oops, I sent it the other account. There you go. Now you see what it looks like as a student. And it has all the assignments that I haven't done. So I click start and then I go on. So if you want to know what your student needs to do, have them click on the home page for you. And we'll try to highlight different subjects and some of the technology in each of these episodes. The Writing City, that one's a pretty easy one to use. You may have noticed on the stream page that there was some information list posted there. First one was the SCA newsletter for September. Just a reminder, if you haven't returned the signature pages from the handbook, that would be very helpful to return as soon as possible. Please keep the device or the handbook itself for your own reference. Face masks are required in common areas such as the bus and hallways. Please make sure you send your child to school with a face mask each day. School Picture Day will be scheduled for Monday, October 18th. So a little over a month away. And this Wednesday will be a half day of school. And also coming up September 24th, there is no school in recognition of Michigan Indian Day. You can also see that we have our class newsletters. These were sent home as well. And you can access this by clicking on the link the same and reading it digitally. It'll be in this email as well, as will the SCA September newsletter, but it does include some Anishinaabe, the same notice on face masks, a little bit of what we're learning. Feel free to send any further contact information. It's always helpful. And one highlight is we will begin our NWEA testing this week. That will be on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. Students should get a good night's rest before testing. We recommend a good breakfast, but we also provide those breakfasts here at the school. And finally, our week 4 at a glance. We're going to start a lesson or a couple lessons on poetry. It'll be just kind of a narrow diving in, as there's so much for poetry that we could spend months on it. And then on Friday, we will be doing Constitution Day. Writing this week, due to our NWEA testing, we actually only have 2 new lessons. Students could use some of this extra time to work on catch up. Math will only have 3 new lessons as we are testing during our math time, with a quiz on Friday. Science, we're going to go on to Mystery 2 in our Web of Life. Social Studies will be comparing the Pacific Northwest and the Southwest as far as our indigenous Americans adapted to their environment. Looking at review and enrichment, we're looking at reviewing bar graphs and also line graphs. Technology, we're going to continue with our 21 things for students. That's pretty cool. The students, you should take a good look at that. Lots of information. We're going to try to get through the first 7 parts of it this school year, and we're only on part 1. But this will help set the table for students for their technology classes next year. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me at mireland@sagchipschool.net. Hope you have a minogijigad, minwa, bamapi.